Okay, guys, so I'm going to explain and just go over how to add contact forms to your site and how to edit the contact forms that already exist. So if you're looking at your dashboard, you're going to click down here under Contact is where you'll find your forms. You can just go ahead and click there, and then here are the 3 forms that are currently on your site. I'll go into each of those forms and just make sure that you understand how they're all laid out. So these are your different, this is the code, and you really don't need to get too deep into this. Each time you see a open caret, it should indicate that there is some field here. So this open caret, the field is name. Then we go down to the next one, there's email address. Then we've got I am interested in, event, and then your message, and then it concludes with this code here, send message. So that's how these forms are kind of laid out. But again, you probably won't need to go in and edit the code. I did want to show you how to change who at AWP receives these submissions. So if you're looking at the contact page and you click mail, this is where you want to include the email address of the person at AWP who should be receiving these messages. So one thing that we know you guys might want to change is fields that are offered in certain drop-down menus. So if we go back to this Contact Us form, you've got this I am interested in with a colon and then several options that the user might click. So if you keep looking at the code, you keep looking at it to select your subject, and then it's got these 8 or so options that the user can click. So you can see that it's as simple as adding another option and just surrounding it by quotation marks. So if you wanted to add a last one that said, how about just test? You would close space, quote, test, quote, and then you're done. So that's how you can add more options to any of the drop-down menus in your current Contact Us forms. Okay, we know one other thing you guys wanted to potentially adjust are the messages that the user receives after they submitted a form. So you click on messages here, and then this is where you can custom change any of these things. Probably the two most occurring messages would be that either the form was sent successfully or that it failed to send. And so here's where you can get in there and edit those messages. This is successful and this is fail. And just make sure you're always clicking save throughout any editing you do to a contact form. One other important piece of information is any of these contact forms. So you've got 3 here. Let's say you wanted to include this event services form on a different page. This is what you're going to be copying to then add it to a page. So you want to copy this entire code and then find the page where you want to include it. Let's say just randomly you wanted it on this Allstate page. Then on the back end of the Allstate page, you just copy that code. So there it is. All right, hope that covers most of what you guys would need to know about the forms.